What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another PowerWOD weekly review here. Got a whole bunch of stuff ready to roll so we can kind of comment on. Here we are again, doing some good mornings with chains. This is Sean. If you guys watched the last week's episode, a bunch of us were doing this as well. So you'll see us doing the good mornings. They're always usually going to be done with a special bar, and always done for heavy sets of 3 to 5, and usually with some sort of accommodating resistance. Here is Sabrina, one of the CrossFit gals, who's looking to kind of get strong after her kind of CrossFit season is open, or her CrossFit Open is pretty much done, getting ready for next year. Her and Candace are kind of coming over. I don't know why Candace is talking while doing her reps, but we ended up working Sabrina up to, I think this was her top set, where she did about 185 and 3 sets of chain. She wanted to do it for a triple, ended up doing it for a single. Here's Candace. She ended up working up to about 225 or 235 plus the chains. She's again getting ready to be jacked and tan for the summer, and also just get stronger, make sure she's ready for the next year's CrossFit season. Here's Sean kind of finishing off his heavy set of 5 on the Good Morning with the Camera Bar and chains. Again, chains act to accommodate resistance. They are lighter in the bottom, get heavier at the top, allowing you to overload the top of any sort of movement, and just make things just more worser on yourself, which is always a key to getting strong. Here we have Andrew doing I think we did 3 sets of 5 here with 3 chains. Here he is with he worked up to 500 with the 3 chains and did 3 sets of 5 with it. A really good day for him. I think I'm coming next here. Here I am in my crop top sleeveless Reebok workout polo, again with 500 as well. Is that 500? Yeah, I think that's 500. Or it's one of the other sets. I ended up doing 5 here. I'm not sure which one really hurt me, but one of these reps just really dinged up my hamstring pretty bad. It's been hurting for about a week now. But you just kind of make your way through it. Here we have Mark Wilson. He's got a meet coming up, so we're looking to get him pretty close to depth or very close to depth. Find his opener and find something a little bit over that. Just to make sure that he's ready for his meet, make sure he can feel it, make sure there's nothing new. Then when he gets to the meet, central nervous system isn't overloaded and freaks out. Here I am putting on my briefs. My girlfriend Kitty calls this the pants dance. You'll see her in the background mimicking what I'm doing. It's basically like a fat chick putting on a pair of skinny jeans. So if you can imagine that, that's what this is. After I banged my hamstring up, I thought it'd be a good idea to put the briefs on and work up in weight. So that was about 600 and 3 sets of chain. Then we move on to a different day, our max effort bench day. This is a man-pon press. Everyone kind of does a little bit of a different. I think everyone should be working to a heavy set of 3 to 5. Usually going to get like 3 sets in. Some of us did 1 or 2 sets. Some of us did a max just 5. Here I am, just getting my last set of raw work in. I think I'm not sure if I ended up putting the man-pon in here or not. I didn't. My shoulder. I was pressing the bar so completely off and weird. It was probably wasn't a good idea for me to continue. Here we have a couple of our CrossFitians here jumping in. They hadn't done a shoulder press in a while, a max shoulder press. So here we have Swole Joel jumping in. You can see someone in the background doing a little bit of floor press. Shoulder press is great for, it's a primal kind of strength exercise that everyone kind of needs to mix in. It kind of gets a bad name in the powerlifting world, but I mean, it's something that can really get you very, very strong. And also act as a mild deload for your bench, because you're probably not going to be able to put that much weight over your head. I think everyone should be working into doing something along those lines. Here we have Jay Gray hitting up a max set of 5 on the man-pon. This is a PR for her at 155 at a body weight of about 100 pounds. Sometimes time constraints happen in people's training lives, and she had to go teach a class, so she needed to get the hell out of here. So instead of hitting 3 sets of 5, she just hit 1 set of 5. And you guys should make sure that you're aware that sometimes life happens, and this is just what you have to do. Here we have, so the clip before this was Mitch Rothbart handling about what he thinks his third attempt is off of a 3 board. Here we have Andrew repping out 225, pretending to be at the combine. We don't have clips on the bar usually. Usually it's not a problem, but this one starts to drift way off, and I would recommend that if your plates are going to slip off, that's not a good idea. You kind of you'll see him kind of have to reset a couple of times because that really does make a big difference. Here we have a new guy that kind of just joined us, walked in the gym looking like this, some tight, really high white shorts, so we knew he would fit in right away. Here we have Blind Tim doing a little bit of front squatting here. Back squatting has been kind of banging up. He's had a rough go with his back in the past, so it's started to creep up a little bit. But we're finding ways to work around it. You know, it's not, if you have an injury, that's fine, and you have to take some time off. But it's more important that you work around it and still find ways to get some work in, and that's what we're finding with Tim. He's able to front squat with pretty much a decent amount of ease and no pain, so it's something that we're going to utilize as we kind of head forward. We have Moneymaker Mike and Sean doing some speed squats. On this day for Mike, if you guys saw last week's, Mike was really getting kind of bent over by that bar, so what I wanted to do is put him in some flat shoes, get his feet really wide, and have him go off of a box and really develop his hips. His quads and lower back are just getting freakishly strong for him, so we got to make sure we mix it up. Here I am. This was a kind of a challenge from Mark Bell. He did some, these are the new Nano 4.0s that about 6 people have in the world that I'm wearing. The new Reebok Nano 4.0s. Here I am with 605. I'm going to do it for a triple, which is a PR for me. They're actually surprisingly a pretty good shoe to squat in, and I would say I'm about as spoiled as it gets as far as squat shoes, since I have access to anyone that I want, and I actually made my own. Here I'm going to yell at the camera.
605 for 3. What do you do in your box?
What do you do in your box? Exactly. I couldn't actually remember if it was 600 or 605, so I said both. Here we go back to Sean again. His squat is really starting to come along. You can kind of see he's moving with more speed, and just he's able to move a lot better even with his toe kind of being hurt. Here's Mike again. You can kind of see a little bit of him moving a little bit slower and really concentrate on trying to not bend over and trying to keep his hips involved as much as we can. Here's another example of making sure that you're always continuing to do work even though you may be banged up a little bit or not able to do everything. We have Tim doing some pretty high step-ups on a box here, really just working on kind of some single leg stuff as his back just kind of needs to mend and get a little bit stronger in the legs, get a little bit stronger in his abs. Here we have Mitch Rothbart. He worked up to, again, an opener as he has a meet coming up here soon at Super Training. Had him doing some Dimmel deadlifts at the end here. What we like to see with the Dimmel deadlifts is you to go about right below your kneecap. It's going to depend on the athlete and their arm length. Mitch probably needs to go about an inch or so lower. And all we're doing is really just trying to be fast, drop it down explosively, catch it explosively, and finish the weight explosively. If you do these I had Mitch do 4 or 5 sets of 20 here. And as you can see, this is one of his last sets. He really enjoyed it. But that's it for this week, guys. Thanks so much for listening in. Check us out on social media. Check out the sponsors when you can. Really appreciate you guys listening in. Thanks so much.